I get DMs all the time asking, Anthony, how do I be more disciplined? Anthony, how do I delay instant gratification? Anthony, how do I do things today that I know I should be doing, but I just don't want to do? When I get these DMs, my typical response is you got to identify a purpose. You have to have worthwhile goals in your life, something that you need to strive for. But I realize from personal experience, even that sometimes is not enough to sustain discipline. Coming into last semester, this summer, over my internship, I was the most dialed that I have probably ever been in my entire life. I probably drank once or twice. I was working 40 hours a week. I was spending every single day 2 hours in the gym, going to absolute failure, pushing myself as hard as I could. I would get home. I would grind social media content till 12 in the morning. I get up at 5 in the morning. I get up 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, be the first one in the office. I was dialed. And then I get to the first semester of senior year and I get here and I'm like, man, this is kind of cool right now. Man, all these kids, they keep hitting me up. They want to go out tonight. They want to go to this place. They want to drink. Should I start drinking? I know I shouldn't. I feel like this is going to take away from my purpose and what I need to be doing. But man, it's so fun. And then slowly, I started going out more. Slowly, I started living for the weekend. Slowly, my attitude in the gym changed. And I started telling myself, I don't need to be a bodybuilder. I don't need to spend 2 hours in the gym. I don't need to train till failure. I don't need to do difficult lifts like squat. I'm not an athlete anymore. I'm not a bodybuilder. Man, it's a better use of my time if I just get in and out of the gym. I come back here and I work on social media. That was my mindset. And do you know what that mindset did to me? It started rewiring my brain. Rewiring my brain for easy gratification. And this is like the root cause of lack of discipline. Easy gratification, meaning I would scroll on social media way more. I was like, this is fun. It gives me a little rush. I'd scroll on social media. I would live for the weekends and live for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, where I can go out and drink and party and have fun. I would start getting dopamine from food. If you look at my physique right now and look at my physique last semester, there's a big difference because I couldn't control my eating. I'd be like, man, you know what? Let me get ice cream right now. Let me just eat this. Let me eat this. All that stuff rewired my brain to seek instant pleasure 24/7. And then I got to the end of the semester and I was freaking miserable. There was nothing that made me happy. And I'd be sitting in this room every single day saying, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Nothing feels right. I'm making this content. I'm not even having fun with it. I'm not being disciplined. I'm not confident. My relationships aren't good. And then I got to the end of the semester and around time of New Year's, and I had a very serious conversation with myself. A very serious conversation. I was direct and I self-analyze a lot. And I told myself, your discipline has been freaking embarrassing. Freaking embarrassing. There are people that look up to you right now as a source of inspiration and you're not living up to that. And I needed to identify a system that is going to make me more disciplined. And I did. I came up with one system that has completely changed myself and my discipline in 2025. And that system is pain. Every single day, I am seeking out pain for myself. Pain is this: waking up at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and getting into a freezing cold shower. Do you know how much that sucks? That's not fun. I don't want to do that. I tell myself, you don't need to do that today. I force myself to do it. Pain is doing boxing. I don't do boxing because I want to be a boxer or I don't want to learn how to fight. I simply do it because it's psychological warfare for an entire hour. It is some of the most intense cardio I have ever experienced in my life. And every single second that I am punching that bag and doing all these other exercises, I am telling myself, stop, take a break, please stop. That is pain. Pain is waking up early every single morning. Pain is going to Forest Park when it's 23 degrees outside at 7 in the morning, lacing up my boxing gloves and sparring my friend without headgear, getting punched in the face, punched in the body. All that stuff is pain. And then lastly, the easiest pain to implement. Pain is going to the gym and not saying I don't need to be a bodybuilder and not saying I don't need to go and squat and not saying, man, I only need to spend an hour and just get out. Pain is going in there, and when your mind tells you don't do this, you do it. Pain is working as hard as you possibly can for that time when you are in the gym, pushing yourself to failure and just making your life living hell. That is pain. And all of that stuff combined, what I've been doing, all of that stuff every single day, do you know what that does and why this improves discipline? Is it totally rewires your brain to say, screw instant dopamine. I don't seek that stuff anymore. I don't want to sleep in anymore. You want to know that one of the reasons why I get up so early? I don't freaking want to sleep in because it makes me feel like shit. I get dopamine from waking up at 5 a.m., waking up at 6 a.m. That gives me dopamine. I get dopamine from getting in a cold shower. I get dopamine from suffering for an hour every single day in boxing class. I don't get dopamine anymore from eating shit food, from going out and partying and drinking. I have been out one time this semester, and it was at a pregame in an apartment above my room for 45 minutes. I've had 2 glasses of wine this entire year. I'm not telling you this stuff to brag. I'm telling you this stuff because this one system, seeking pain every single day, has rewired my entire brain to just go for good, hard dopamine. Dopamine from difficult tasks that you don't want to do in the moment, but you know that's going to serve your future self. That is the definition of dopamine. And it's one simple fix. That's all you have to do. Go out and seek pain. And when I'm sharing all that, I know I just got fired up, but this type of stuff fires me up. That is your goal state. And whatever you're on the other side of this podcast right now, and you have these big dreams and aspirations, or maybe you just want to prove someone wrong. Someone said some shit to you. Someone doubted you. Whatever it is, it all starts with discipline. It truly does. Because discipline always has to be sustained too. Like, you can never accomplish anything great if you're not always doing things today that you don't want to do, that you know is going to serve the best version of your future self. And if you want to do that, and you are serious in 2025 about being about it this year, start seeking pain. And do not push this off. Do not tell yourself that I'm going to sign up for this class next week. Man, I'm gonna get up early, tomorrow. I'm gonna get up early the day after that. Do it today. It all starts today. The best day to start is today. I really hope this fired you up. I really do. And I hope you implement this change in your life. If you start seeking pain, it will be the best decision you've ever made. And it will rewire your brain to seek good dopamine, not this bullshit instant gratification stuff that will kill your discipline. Man, 2025 looks bright. If you got any value from this podcast, if you like this message, share with a friend. Please, please, please rate our show on Spotify. If I have one favor to ask you, please rate the show, give us a follow, share it with a friend. 2025 looks bright. Be about it this year and believe foolishly. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Somewhere on the screen should direct you to somewhere else in our channel. But as always, believe foolishly.